Electronics Engineering, University of Johannesburg, South Africa from 2016 to 18. Since 2018, he has been a faculty member with the Department of Energy Technology, Aalborg University, Denmark. He has authored over 300 scientific papers. Professor Padmanabhan was the recipient of the Best Paper cum Most Excellence Research Paper Award in different conferences held at IET in 2013 and 2016, while in IEEE in 2019, and 5 Best Paper Awards in 2016, sponsored lecture notes in Electrical Engineering Springer Book. He is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, India, the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, India, and the Institution of Engineering and Technology, UK. Apart from this, he is an editor, associate editor, and editorial board, and he is in the editorial board for the referred journals in the IEEE Systems Journal, IEEE Transaction on Industry Application, IEEE Access, IET Power Electronics and Electronics Letter, and Relay. He is also a subject editorial member, board member in MDPI, and the subject editor for the IET and the Fax Journal Canada. With this short introduction, we would be delighted to hear your words. Over to you,
Um,
sir.
Thank you very much for a brief introduction. Today, I like to present on some of the way which we teach in Aalborg University methodologies for the students, how we handle the very complex subjects with numerical solution-based methods and real-time validations. You can have a look on Aalborg University SBR campus, where I am working from Denmark, one of the finest universities in the world. Aalborg University, located in Aalborg, which is a central location of the university. And about the university, we have different courses on research and education, humanities, social science, medicine, engineering science, IT, and design. And we have also students, about 20,000 students. Exclusively, they are regular students, and about 2,850 part-time students and 850 PhD students. About the strength, 2,230 staff members and 690 international researchers among 2,230 staff members, and 1,270 administrative staff members. And the annual budget is about 450 million USD, which is these data are from 2019. If you want to find more updates, you can visit Aalborg University website. About Denmark, so this is Denmark, which is a tiny country where Aalborg University is located in Aalborg, and also in Copenhagen, which is capital city of the country. And I am located especially in south part of the Denmark, which is SPR. And the strength of the each locations is shown here along with the faculty members and the students. About Aalborg University, we are the best in electrical electronics engineering, #1 in the world for the teaching methodologies and research, recently given by the US Times ranking. And about top 50 universities in the world, Aalborg University ranks always in first 5 positions
Sir,
for
your
its.
screen might not be shared.
Oh, could I? But I think you didn't give me the permission. Maybe that is a problem. You need to
Sir,
give
you are
me
the
the.
co-host. You may share the screen. Please check. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now I got the permission. Yes, before
Yes,
no.
successfully.
Okay, thank you. Uh, so about Aalborg University, um, the ranking I said about is always lies between top 5 in the world with the teaching methodologies and research aspects. And our teaching goals are always on PBL, and PBL means problem-based learning or project-based learning, in which the students are able to have a courses in a particular semesters. On based on the courses, they will have projects, and every semester they have to make a projects out of the course which they gain the knowledge. And this system is called problem-based learning or project-based learning. And most of the projects which is UG or PG or PhD students which are doing in Aalborg University, usually 50% are from industrial perspective. So 50% projects are funded by external collaboration, especially from Danfoss, Vestas, Siemens, etc. The companies which leads in electrical and electronics field. And about the teaching methodology, as I already said, it's also closely related with the national needs and real-time application. Obviously, teaching methodologies and research in Aalborg University has always real. So that recent past we had about 35 real case stories, which shows the strength of the Aalborg University, which are readily available in Aalborg University website. And about ranking, which is not updated. So soon you can visit in Aalborg University website, which is data I'm showing on 2019, where Aalborg University is among fourth rank, but now it is first rank in electrical and electronics engineering. And in overall engineering, we are again be the top 4 in the world. And world ranking is around 207, and among 50 years less old university, 18th rank in the world. And in SBR, these are the various programs which is available in the campus. For electronics, we have advanced for electronics course for master degree programs. For bachelor degree, we have a specific model called Sustainable Energy Engineering, which is a signature program in Aalborg University SBR. We have master programs on offshore engineering systems, master programs on process engineering and combustion technology. Also, we have a master programs on oil and gas, risk and safety management. So these 4 courses are a very signature program from Aalborg University, which is available only in very few countable universities in the world. And apart from that, we also have programs on master degree in chemical engineering, bioengineering, bachelor programs in biotechnology, and construction engineering, and etc. So you can visit about details program in Aalborg University website, where you can find suitable programs and its details. With this small introduction, let me today present something on the control of how we handle here in Aalborg University. So today I like to show you something on how to control AC machines, because it's very important. Those who are having a background on electrical engineering, or I believe the bachelor students who are in the 5th semester, might be very useful. How to control a AC motor, because we have 2 types of AC motors. One is synchronous motor, another is induction motor. In synchronous motor, we can have a speed which is equivalent to the frequency of your supply, 50 Hz. So that 1500 RPM is the design speed. You can have 1500 RPM. Whereas in case of induction motor, it works under the principle of transformer. So induction, because of there is a air gap between stator winding and rotor winding, the rotor unable to get the exact flux revolution speed 2 pi f in the rotor, so that the rotor runs a speed which is less than the rotating speed of the flux in the stator. So that, for example, 1500 RPM is the design speed of the machine. The machine can run up to 1450 or 1400, depends on your requirement in the design. So it will always have a speed which is less than the rated speed, and this difference is called as a slip technically. So in case of AC machine, we can have different control, because why we need control? The control is very important to have a sensitive speed control in an application. For example, we have a traction system, electric traction for trains. So we need to have frequent stop, frequent start, and then we have to have a high speed, low speed, depends on the requirements of the conditions. So in this case, the motor has to adapt a very dynamic behavior, and it has to perform to the requirement. So in this case, we need to have a proper control structure. That's very important. In case of DC machine, is very easy, because in DC machine, the windings are splitted by virtue of its construction. So you can easily control the torque and flux separately, so that you can have a speed and torque control independently. You can have a splitted speed control, so that you don't have a worry on how we have to dynamically split the speed, torque, or flux in case of DC machine. Whereas in AC machine, we are having only control on the power supply, which you fed to the machine on the stator side. So we have a stator, which is a stationary part, and rotor, it's a rotating part. So in this case, in AC machine, if you want to make as like a DC machine, the behavior, I want to control the torque separately, I want to control the speed separately, so that it behaves like a DC machine. then I have to go for a different control scheme, which is